police officers. So the police eye or the police upset at LBJ because he said you're next to the guy who killed Michaela Bryant. So LeBron James saw it as an unjustified shooting, an unjustified killing of a 16-year-old, and he got into his emotions because he has children. And he was excited about the Derek Chauvin, convicted Derek Chauvin of murdering George Floyd. And this is something that LeBron James should be upset about, or he shouldn't have said, or I'm confused. LeBron James is a public figure. So the public is how he makes his money. All right? That's how he makes his money. And you officers, making these videos talking about LeBron shouldn't tell you how to do your job. Well, the public is why you're here. You're here to protect the public, even though it seems like you're really here to protect corporations, because, it's very obvious that black people are treated differently. It's statistically obvious, like numbers are lying, that black people are shot and killed more than any other race. It's statistically obvious. You know what I'm saying? The World Health Organization can tell you that. Okay, the Census Bureau can tell you that. The CDC can tell you that. All right, the federal government can tell you that, and you all know it. But once again, you guys both make your money off of the public, but LeBron, and then you say, LeBron, don't tell me how to do my job. Well, and then you try to tell him how to shoot a free throw, Miss Lady Cop, with your corniness. What gets me is LeBron James, if he misses a free throw, nobody dies. If one of you misjudge a situation, a 16-year-old is killed. You people are like, well, he did the right thing, DJ Envy. How did he do the right thing when he could have easily maced that girl? He could have maced her when they got into the first fight. When she hit the ground, boom. He was telling her, stop, with his hand on his gun. Stop. Then she rolled over, got up, and was like, I'm gonna stab this girl, boom, and then he shot her. He could have maced those two while they were fighting right there. Mace stops a lot of fighting. That's what it's for. It's called crowd control. But no, he didn't listen, he wasn't looking for the easy way out. He came out with his hand on his weapon. LeBron James he's not out of line for thinking killing a 16-year-old is out of line. Who wasn't coming at you with a knife. And you're like, and the thing about it is, I think she would have got shot and killed by that cop regardless. Anyway, because he was looking. Listen, when he got out the car, he had his hand on his weapon. Before there was a weapon found, he was reaching for his deadly weapon. He was reaching for a weapon, hand on his gun. Like who? Like what officer does that? Shows up to a scene where there's no mention of a weapon and he's with his hand on his gun. And then you wonder why people are upset. It's like, who are you here for? There's no, you know what I mean? No, this dude was itching to shoot somebody. His daddy was a cop. He's a cop. Get out of here. He was itching to shoot somebody, and that's what he did. And you guys are going to justify this bullcrap. I don't justify it because, heck, you saw the fight coming towards you. It came right towards you. It was right in your face, right on the ground. You still had your hand on your weapon. Why? Two girls are fighting, a dude's fighting. You got your hand on your weapon, on your gun. Dominant side. Look at the video the whole time, hand on his gun. Ready to shoot somebody. Just ready. Look at the whole time when he gets out the car, hand on his gun. Look at the other officer. Officer's just walking up, hands like normal. This guy gets out this rookie gets out, hands on his gun. No, you don't need to be a cop. You didn't save nobody's life. You don't need to be a cop. You don't. Because what you could have did, you guys are talking about, oh, he saved a life. He took a life. He took a whole life. You guys are acting like this is a victory. He took a whole life. You guys are acting like he did some heroic thing. He took someone's life. If he was really trying to save her, why did he save somebody? Why did he shoot her 5 times? 5! One shot wouldn't have stopped that 16-year-old girl. One shot. If you're going to shoot her, a taser, boom, wouldn't have stopped her. Oh, it happened so fast. Bull crap. You saw Michaela come out of the house. The police officer was there. Michaela came out of the house and she engaged with the one female and they hit the ground. Police officer was right there. He saw her walk out of the house. He saw her engage with the other female and then get up and go towards the other female. He had every chance. He knew there was a ruckus. Michaela came out hostile, upset. All he had to do was tase the girl. Couldn't do that, huh? No. We're not using tasers no more. What's going on? We're not using tasers no more. We don't do that no more. Police officers, we don't tase. We don't mace anybody no more. That's what mace was for. That's what mace was used for. You can't concentrate on fighting somebody when you get maced. You would have maced those teenagers, this wouldn't have never been news. People would have been mad at you for macing them, so what? We still would have had all of them alive. You defuse a city. Heck, you would have been more of a hero than me. I would have been like, that's a good cop right there. He maced the hell out of y'all. Now y'all choking. Y'all came to this girl's house. She had a knife. Okay, she got maced. And if the mother would have made a big deal out of it, I would have been on the mother's ass. Your daughter or your granddaughter came out with a knife and she got maced. And you're upset about that. Yes, she protected her house. I'm with that. You came to her house. You rode up in her parking lot. You rolled up in their car was sitting in their space like, what's good? And she came out with a knife because she knew she was about to get jumped, and that's exactly what was going to happen. They came to her house looking to beef. She came out with the shiv. I would too. You come to my house deep, I'm coming out with every advantage I can. This is my grandmother's house. It's exactly what she said. She was in a fit of rage that you came to her grandmother's house with the noise. It's my grandmother's house. Are you out your damn mind? That cop saw her come out of that house. He saw her come right around that corner. He saw the guy who kicked that girl. He saw, I would have had the mace out right there and then. You know it's more than one person, boom. There's obviously a scuffle, and he saw them. He gets out, hand is on his gun. Look, this guy was ready to shoot someone. When Michaela engaged with the other girl who was kicked by the guy, when Michaela engaged with him, he could have maced her right there. He was right there. He was practically touching Michaela. He could have maced her or tased her right there. No. You know where his hand was? On his gun. When Michaela got up and rolled towards the would-be victim, and then he shot her. I'm not having it, people. De-escalation should be a thing, but that's not how these cops think when it comes to black people. LeBron James was right. I hope you're next. I hope you go to jail for what you did for a very, very long time, but we know that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen, and that's sad. To me, it was unjustified. You guys are looking at the end of it and going, well, he's saved a life or whatever. That's nonsense. He could have saved both of their lives by macing them. Very easy to do. Very easy to do. Stand back from a distance. Folks is maced. All that anger just goes right away. No, we don't get de-escalation. If you got anything in your hand, these cops are allowed to kill you. Why all of a sudden that there's, 10 shootings within a week? You had 2 kids, 2 other guys were shot. I mean, there's so many shootings right after the Derek Chauvin and before it. No, you cops are, you gangsters out here. We need cops, but we don't need you. It's your boy Tone 202, I'm out.